So welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at some basic cycling tips while in traffic. So these tips are very helpful if you're new to cycling or you're just looking to improve your cycling experience. We'll be talking about some basic bike safety fundamentals, some riding techniques in traffic and some road awareness just to help you to improve your commute and making it safer and more enjoyable for yourself and everybody else on the road. If you're new here to this channel is all about cycling tips and all things related to cycling. So let's get started. So with the first tips, first of all, it is to plan your route. Before you even leave the house, make sure you know where you're going. There's nothing worse than getting lost or picking the longest route on your way to your destination, or maybe even arriving late. So plan your route, set a time expectation for your journey. So there's plenty of cycling apps out there. Even Google Maps can be helpful sometimes. Tip number 2, check your bikes. Just before you even get on the bike, make sure your bike is in working order, especially if it's a bike you haven't used in a while. Make sure you check for tires, for enough pressure. Pressure too low and you could be doing yourself a lot of extra work. Check your brakes, make sure they are in working order. Don't just squeeze the levers and assume they're working. Take it for a small ride before, because they will act differently at speed while braking. So if you don't feel confident checking your bike, bring it to a bike expert and make sure it's in a road-worthy condition. So tip number 3, visibility. Even before you even leave the house always try and wear a helmet, gloves, sunglasses, just in case you fall. Also glasses, they're not only to make you look cool, but they also help you keep dirt and flying insects out of your eyes. And also wear bright colored clothes like this during the daytime and the nighttime, preferably with reflective stickers. Sometimes even a high-vis jacket will do. Also invest in some bike lights. They are not only to make you look flashy, but motorists can spot you quicker. Once you have your first pair of bike lights, invest in a second pair, just in case you run out of battery or it fails. Tip number 4, it is comfort. Comfort is key while on a bike. If you have a bike that does not fit you comfortably, either the saddle or the handlebars are too high or too far apart or too low, it may cause some serious injuries. So and this may put you off cycling in the future. So pay attention to these things. They can be solved quite easily. Check to a bike shop for some tips. If the bike doesn't fit you anymore, it may be time to be looking at a brand new bike, which is never a bad thing, to be honest. So rule number 5, rules of the road. Well, this is obvious enough. Everyone knows the rules of the road. Yes, I know, but the actual rules of the road. So for example, who has the priority, lane placement, roundabouts, signaling, indication, road signs, and yes, this includes the colours of the traffic light. I have a link for the RSA website down below if you're in Ireland. Check them out. And just some rules of the road here. Number 6, hand signals. Learn how to use your hands for indicating. If you can't ride with one hand, practice on a quiet road or in a park before going out in traffic until you're confident with this. Hand signals should be used every time to let other road users know your intentions when turning, when changing lanes, when overtaking other cyclists or any obstructions in your way, and even to let pedestrians know where you're going or your intentions. So always check your shoulder before indicating. Don't just assume a car will give you way just because you have your hand sticking out. So remember, you are the only person on the road who has access to a 360 vision, so use this well and very often. So rule number 7, always check your shoulders. I know I've just said to check your shoulders just there. You really need to be checking your shoulder every time when changing lanes, when overtaking, turning. Always check. Over time, this will become a second nature to yourself. So you'll be getting to a stage when you'll be looking over your shoulder while walking on a footpath, overtaking somebody. You will even check over your shoulder in your bed before turning. It's a bit excessive. Okay, it's a bit too much. That was just a joke. Number 8, keep distance from the curb. Give yourself about half a meter or roughly an arm's length away from the footpath. It will help drivers see you and prevent your pedal from hitting the footpath. Avoid broken glass, potholes and drains. This will also give you more room to move if you come across any obstacles or if cars are too close to you or you need to be overtaking something. So number 9, watch out for pedestrians. This mainly applies in a city centre where the traffic is moving slow or stopped. People may be walking off footpaths without looking, so be aware that a person may be jaywalking among traffic and they don't pay attention to the bikes especially. So same goes for other road users like cyclists or even motorbikes that may be weaving through the cars, so keep an eye out. So keep away from parked cars, so pay close attention to this if you don't want to make a visit to your dentist. So keep at least a door's length away from the parked car. This also applies as well where the bike lane is marked beside the parking space, or even where the bike lane is inside the parked car as well. So do pay close attention to this and anticipate that a door may open at any time. Be prepared to react fast. So number 11, keep away from trucks and buses. All vehicles have blind spots where the driver can't see you when you're close to them. So with trucks and buses, they can be very large blind spots where the driver can't see you. So if you can't see the driver looking at you, most likely they can't see you either. So stay well back, avoid undertaking, be aware that the large trucks may turn partially right before turning left, so never get caught beside a truck while it's turning, as they cannot see you. So keep well away from them and enough distance. Don't be an amber gambler. When you come up to a traffic light, do anticipate it may change colour. So never try to race through an intersection where the traffic light is amber, so you must stop unless it is safe to do so. Colours may always change. So road awareness. Road awareness is a very important skill to develop, so keep an eye out on what's happening around you. This includes using your ears, so ditch those headphones if you can. You need to be fully aware of what's happening around yourself. Staying safe on the road, it's mostly a game of anticipation, so with experience you will be able to predict what will come. Don't trust anyone. So what do I mean by this? If you see a car indicating, wait until they turn. If you see a car that's slowing down, wait until they stop. How many cars have you seen braking a red light or turning without indicating? You know, so my point is, don't assume the car will stop. Wait for the car to stop, then go. Don't assume the car will take a turn. Wait for them to take the turn, then go. And this also same goes for other road users, for cyclists, motorbikes, or even pedestrians. So also as well, if you're getting value out of this video, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button down below, just to help this channel grow. Thank you. Thanks. Sound out. So number 15, always ride between cars. So if you happen to be riding at the same speed as the traffic, always try to place yourself between cars, because the car in front of you, you may be in its blind spot and they cannot see you if they intend to take a turn or pull over. So stay well behind, place yourself in between the cars, and even the car in front of you can see where you are as well. Avoid harsh braking. So when coming up to a red light, brake gently or coast. The light may turn green by the time you get there, just to keep a nice flow going. So number 17, don't spit. It's just not cool, especially during a worldwide pandemic. If you happen to swallow a fly or an insect, just make sure you pull over and you discard in a nice, safely manner. Tram tracks. Not all cities have these tram tracks, but if yours does, do take special care, because they can be quite slippery, especially during the wet or icy weather. You should avoid braking while on tram rails. You should always cross tram rails at a right angle or as close to it as possible. So be predictable, be a predictable cyclist. Do make your intentions clear. Try to give other road users an indication of what you're going to do. Check behind, signal, then give plenty of notice before making a maneuver. I see so many cyclists out there, they look just wobbly wobbly, hard to tell what they're going to do and where they're going to go. So stay focused. Don't use your phone while cycling. It's just as dangerous as using your phone while driving, so the road needs your full attention. Join bike lanes with footpaths. You may find yourself in some cases where the bike lanes are right beside the footpath on the same level. So when you come across people or people with dogs or kids, do take extra caution, as they can be quite unpredictable. They may jump out in front of you as well. So negotiate with other road users. It's very important to help each other out while in traffic. So when you can, give way to other cars, or to let pedestrians cross, or give them a go on type of look, or just a go on. It's a nice gesture just to help each other out in traffic. Thank other road users for the good deeds they do for you. When they give you way or when they let you overtake, it feels nice for someone to notice their good gesture. So try and do the same. The last one, so if you're still not confident, ride with someone, ride with a friend that shares the same commute as yourself or part of the same commute. By riding behind someone, you can watch how they react on the road and you can learn from them that way. These are some of the main tips that help you how to behave in traffic. There are plenty more out there, so if you have any more, please let me know down below in the comment section. So these are just to help you get going. If you know somebody that needs these cycling tips, share this video with them. And if you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also as well, if you want to see 14 reasons why you should cycle during the COVID-19 pandemic, hit the link down below somewhere here. And as always, thanks for watching and happy cycling.